Okay, the Dyson Corrale. Alright, the Dyson Corrale. I asked you guys what you wanted in terms of videos. Do you want a really sort of long, in-depth video, or do you want a short and sweet one? And about 70% of you said short and sweet, so I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. This is the Dyson Corrale. You guys have probably heard about this. It's probably all over your feeds by now. I'm just going to show you really quick how I use the Corrale. I'm going to tell you what the pros are, in my opinion. I'm going to tell you what the cons are, and then I'm going to tell you whether I think that you should get it. Okay, so let's get right to it. Before I do that, let me tell you a little bit about the Corrale. It is Dyson's new straightening device, and the main USP is that it is cordless, although you can use it with a cord. The other USP to the straightener are the copper flexi plates, which you can see over here. They are slightly more flexible than your regular straightening iron plates, which means that when you do straighten your hair, the claim is that it straightens it all just in one pass. And of course, the other thing is the heat variables, which is a really nice option to have in a straightener. A lot of straighteners don't have them. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so this is what my hair looks like when it has just been air dried. It is, as you can see, I have type 1B hair, which is not super straight. It's straight with a slight wave. Okay, so I'm going to section my hair off, and I'm going to use the Corrale and show you what it's like. I am going to section my hair off. Okay, I'm going to take this section here. And then I'm going to take this last section over here and just move. Okay, you guys, so this is my hair fully straightened, and I'm not gonna sort of have the whole process on this video because it's just gonna add a couple of minutes to it, but it was super quick. I feel like I am 15 again because I haven't straightened my hair in a really long time. The first time that I used the Corrale to straighten my hair was just now. I've been using it for over a week to kind of use it to wave my hair, but I haven't really used it to straighten my hair. What I really liked about it was that it didn't snag my hair going down, you know, and I remember all straighteners would kind of just, there would be like this thing, you know, where it would just lag a little bit, and that just isn't the case with this one, which is really something. So yeah, as far as straighteners go, it's not rocket science. It's pretty easy to use, but I just really like how quickly it gets the job done and how it doesn't snag at your hair and how it leaves your hair feeling quite shiny. But the thing that I actually like the most is that it doesn't really look like super poker straight straightened hair. So I remember I used to have a pair of GHDs that I used to use, and every time I straightened my hair with it, it would look like it had been straightened. But with this, I feel like it just looks a lot more natural, which I really like. Now I'm gonna wave my hair. I'm gonna do that really quickly just to show you how easy it is to do that, and then I'm gonna get back to the video. But I just wanna show you really quick how you can use the Corrale to give you sort of really lovely beachy waves. And I don't know if this warrants another tutorial or another video, but you basically just have to rotate your hair 360 degrees in the straightener, and it curls it. Can you see? No, it hasn't done anything. Why? Why isn't it doing anything? Oh, it's not on. It would probably help to have it on before you actually use it. So I'm gonna switch it on now. Wait for it to heat up. I'm using 165 degrees, by the way, which is the lowest heat setting. And I really like how, with my type of hair anyway, you don't need something that's a lot higher. Okay, so it's done. And I'm gonna show you once again how you can use the Corrale to wave your hair. All right, so you put your hair in the Corrale. You see where the Dyson logo is over here? You basically just use both your hands to rotate it 360 degrees, okay? And then you just pull it out like you normally would. And it gives your hair a bit of a wave. Now, if you do it even slower, like I'm gonna do once again, it'll give your hair a bit more of a wave. And this is from my hair being pretty straight. When I just use this on regular air-dried hair or just blow-dried hair without styling it, it waves it really beautifully. There, Can you see that wave? Can you see how that looks? All right, so I'm gonna do the rest of my hair now, and I'm going to come back and show you what that looks like. And I am all done. So I've waved my hair with the Dyson Corrale. So now I just want to get straight to the pros and cons and whether or not I think that you should actually go out and buy the Corrale, okay? Okay, so let's start with the pros. Number one, there is no learning curve, unlike with the Air Wrap. You can literally just take this product right out the box and figure out how to use it in a couple of minutes and you are good to go, which I really like. Number two, it is super quick. It is much faster than, yes, the Air Wrap, because you have to sort of, you know, the Air Wrap dries your hair as you are styling it, and this is meant to be used only on dry hair. But the Corrale is also quicker than other straighteners that I've used. It takes me a few minutes to get waves in my hair. You can use it to straighten your hair and curl it and wave it and do all these things, and I'm really impressed by how fast it works. Number three is the effectiveness. Now, I use it on my hair, and like I said, I have type 1B hair, which is straight with a little bit of wave, but I also used it on my mom's hair because I wanted to see what it would look like or how it would work on a completely different hair type. My mom has really super curly hair. She's been perming it since she was 15, and she didn't let me film it because she was in her kaftan and she wasn't wearing makeup, and she was like, no way, but I tried it on her hair anyway. The lowest heat setting didn't really work, which I think is 165. On the second heat setting, it worked really well, and it was so quick. Number four, you don't need super high heat to get the job done. I really like how there are options for heat settings, which is really nice. For me, the lowest is fine. For my mom, who has really curly but fine-ish hair, the second highest setting was perfect, and I imagine that if you had really thick and curly hair, the third setting would work perfectly. The fifth is that it's cordless. Now, I know that this is the main USP of the product that everyone's been going on about. It's like, finally a cordless straightener. But to be honest, I feel like if you're just going to be sitting at home and doing your hair, you know, in front of your mirror, on your dressing table, at your dressing table, like how I do, then it doesn't really matter if it's cordless or not. The thing that I really like is that it has this sort of, ooh, I love the sound it makes, but it has this sort of like, I don't know what the technology is called, guys, but it's like you can't trip on it. If you do happen to trip on it, it's kind of like a MacBook, right? It'll just sort of pop out, but it's also really sturdy, so you can wave it about and do things with it, and it's not really going to come off. I like that you can charge it while you're sectioning your hair. So, you know, you straighten your hair, wave your hair, whatever, you put it down, it's still charging. And if you don't want to use it with the cord, it has 30 minutes of battery life, which I tested out. I played around with it quite a bit, and then when I was doing my mom's hair, we were sitting on the couch and doing it, and it took 20 minutes, and by the end of it, the battery was pretty low. So I feel like, I don't know, how long do you guys take to straighten or wave your hair? It doesn't really take me more than 30 minutes. So I feel like the battery life is fine. I like that it's cordless, but I think that it's going to be something that is more useful for some people than others. The sixth is the Dyson-ness of it all. So I really like how it looks. I like how it's designed. I like the sounds it makes. I like how it works. If you're looking at a regular straightener and you're looking at a Corrale, and that's the case with pretty much any Dyson product, you're looking at a regular vacuum cleaner and you're looking at the Dyson vacuum cleaner, there's a marked difference. I mean, you know, there's a Dyson-ness to it all. And I always like to think of Dyson as kind of like the Apple of the appliance world. It's, like I said, not reinventing the wheel, but it just makes the wheel so much more fun to use, and it just makes the wheel roll better. That's a really bad analogy, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? The seventh is less frizz than regular straighteners. I don't know if you can see, but when I use sort of any other kind of curling iron or even the Air Wrap or other straighteners in general, there's always a little bit of frizziness, and I feel like with the Corrale, it is really minimized. It is hot in this room, and I am sweating, like I am really sweaty. And when I've filmed videos before, when I've done my hair, either I've used a curling iron or even like with the Air Wrap, and I've filmed a video or I've done like a live where I've had to close the windows and the room gets really hot, immediately like my hair starts frizzing up, and that's not happening so far. And I've noticed that even when I use the straightener for the first time to wave my hair, it just leaves your hair a lot less frizzy than other heat styling tools, which is really nice. Now, if you're someone that deals with frizz on the regular, or if you're someone who lives in a super humid environment, I feel like this could be a really big pro for you. Okay, the cons of this is I would say the price. And this is the case with pretty much every Dyson product. I mean, so Dyson sent me the Corrale, but I've been a Dyson customer for a while. I've bought the Air Wrap, and I've bought their vacuum cleaner. And every time I buy a Dyson product, I feel like you really have to think about it, because the reviews are usually quite positive and you read about the technology and it all sounds great, but you're like, yeah, but still, I mean, it is so much more expensive than any other product in the same category, so do I really want to buy it? So I feel like the only con of it is the price, but then again, I feel like price is such a subjective thing, and that leads me to my next point, which is, should you buy it? It really depends on what you're looking for in some ways. The way that I kind of look at Dyson products in general is, it's kind of like buying a luxury product. So say you need a bag, for example, right? Are you going to get a tote made of canvas that is perfectly sort of functional and does the job? Or are you going to get like the Gucci horsebit bag? You know, they both do the same thing. They both carry your essentials and they keep your stuff from falling out. But, you know, do you want to splurge on the luxury, or do you want to just use something that's really functional? Now, because this is the Dyson, and because it is a beauty product, I feel like when you are a luxury beauty product, especially when it comes to skincare, but also when it comes to hair care, if you're going to be charging a premium for these things, you really have to provide some benefits. So does the Dyson do that? I feel like it does. I honestly feel like it does. With the Airwrap, for instance, I've had it for over a year now and it still works like new. I feel like these products are really built to last. And in terms of the claims, for me the most important claim is that it reduces heat damage to your hair. With the Airwrap, it definitely delivers on that claim. Like I said, I've been using it for a year. I see such a marked difference in how my hair feels after regular styling from when I didn't have the Airwrap, right? My hair just is so much healthier and it's so much shinier, and over time I can really tell that it's damaged my hair far less. This is the same claim with the Corrale, and so far, it's been a week. So far, comparing it to other straighteners, yeah, I feel like it lives up to the claims. So should you get it? With the Corrale in particular, if you're someone who straightens your hair regularly, I feel like absolutely, I feel like this product is worth it. It's quicker, it damages your hair less, it's going to take you less time to style your hair, it's going to leave your hair a lot healthier. Long story short, would I buy the Corrale if I had to spend my own money on it? So I would think about it and think about it and think about it, and then I would just go and get it. And then I would use the Airwrap on days when I need to style my hair and I need to wash it on the same day, but I would use the Corrale on days when I just need to be really quick about my style, my hairstyle, when I need to do my hair really quick, because this is super quick, it's super effective, it's just a really good product. So there you go. This is my review of the Dyson Corrale. I hope I haven't rambled on too much. I hope that this was helpful. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.